Right now at 5 million set to lose food sharing assistance. The local organization stepping up and other programs affected by the government shutdown.
And a look at the winter farmers market before its big opening.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski.
We are now at day 30 of the government shutdown. Here's a live look at the U.S. Capitol. Lawmakers are proposing more standalone bills. They won't fully reopen the government, but could solve risk to food benefits and military pay. But those deadlines are approaching fast. In less than 48 hours, food programs in Wisconsin will stop.
And there's another program you need to know about. News 8 Now's Allison Ferget is in the newsroom tonight to explain. Allison.
The average home heating bill in the Midwest is expected to increase by more than 7% compared to last winter. A Wisconsin program looks to help pay those bills, but the government shutdown is causing problems. Wisconsin is about to enter its coldest months, but some residents might hesitate to turn up the heat.
Many people are telling us that they're surprised how much their heating costs have risen, even as compared to last year.
The Wisconsin Home Energy Assistance Program looks to help.
It provides energy assistance payments to households who are experiencing difficulty in paying their energy bills.
Residents who meet the income eligibility requirements can apply for the program, which will pay utility companies directly to help cover heating costs. Brown says there's growing demand for the program.
We're seeing a lot of repeat customers, and then we're also seeing a lot of people come forward who are asking for energy assistance the first time because heating costs have risen and risen and risen, and that's after high cooling costs this last summer.
While more residents are turning to the program for help, the government shutdown could get in the way. The state effort relies on funding from a federal program.
The budget for this program has not been approved, and so payments to utility companies, even the amount of your benefit, we just don't have that information.
Brown says even if the shutdown ends soon, it could still take a while for those payments to start.
Because earlier this year, many of the staff members were laid off in this program. So without the proper staffing levels, we're really worried that it could produce even further delays.
Despite the unknowns, Coulee Cap and other agencies are still taking applications for energy assistance. And Brown encourages Wisconsinites to reach out to elected officials in support of the program.
We need Congress to open up, we need them to pass the funding, and then we need them to adequately staff this program so that payments can reach the people who need it.
We will have information on who to contact in your county about the Energy Assistance Program available on our website. Reporting in the newsroom, Allison Ferget, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Allison. In 2 days, food share benefits run out in Wisconsin. In Eau Claire, Representative Jody Emerson and State Senator Jeff Smith are helping put food on the table.
They're hosting a food drive to raise awareness to food insecurity at the community table. They say nearly 700,000 people across the state depend on food share programs. They urge the community to step up and help fill the gap as the shutdown drags on.
I just want to urge people to do what you can. If you can donate money to some of these agencies, donate money. If you don't have the money, volunteer. Help out cooking the meals here. Help out at Feed My People. Start up a local food collection at your church, your place of work, your neighborhood.
Wisconsin is one of 24 states suing the USDA to release food share funds.
And in La Crosse, Democratic Representatives Jill Billings and Tara Johnson are hosting an emergency food drive at Wafer Food Pantry. They also emphasize the importance of supporting your community as thousands are set to lose that food assistance. Wafer officials say they're already short on resources.
We have had a trend of decreasing food sources, so decreasing government commodities, decreasing donations from retailers, from community. So it's kind of a perfect storm right now.
If you're able to donate to Wafer, you can drop off items in person or online at waferlacrosse.org.
Tree Huggers Cannabis also collecting food donations. Their Can for Can food drive runs through the month of November. You can turn in canned goods in exchange for cannabis beverages.
Congress needs to figure out and come up with a solution. We need to get the government back open. But what we can do locally here within this community is raise awareness and get some food on the shelves for these kids and these families that desperately need it.
Food donations will support Wafer Food Pantry and Hunger Task Force. Well, the shutdown is our poll question today. 30 days into it, who do you blame? Democrats are at 40%, Republicans 30%, and President Trump is at 28%.
Well, from the shutdown to the campaign trail, District 7 Congressman Tom Tiffany says lowering all costs is a top priority. The Western Wisconsin Republican is running for governor. In a studio sit-down with me, Tiffany says he would freeze property taxes and make home ownership easier.
I hear from young people all the time, really difficult to get in that first home. We want to make it affordable, and so I think that property tax freeze is important. And we can also do other things in terms of the permitting process, which can be quite onerous.
Tiffany also urges local communities to change their zoning codes to keep development costs down.
Developing now, one is dead after a multi-vehicle crash in the town of Holland. It happened on Highway 53 near Whispering Pines Campground. Law enforcement says a dump truck collided head-on with a Jeep. The driver of one of the vehicles was pronounced dead at the scene. The highway reopened around 2 p.m. after being closed for over 6 hours.
Well, minus the dense fog that we had this morning, all in all, was not too bad of an afternoon and evening hours, but we have cloud cover coming back in, and that's going to be the story going forward, along with some rain chances that come along with it. So right now we're still in the upper 40s, near 50. You can see that mid-level overcast layer right now. That's what we're going to see a lot for tonight. That's a big story going forward. But the observed highs, more 40s for the west. A few areas got into the 50s, but it was real late in the day when we had the sun come out, so not far from average overall. This evening, just cloud cover really is a story, remaining dry, getting back down to 40 degrees by the time we get to 10 p.m. Pretty typical temperatures you would expect. 44 here at 10 p.m. for La Crosse, with really mid to overcast layer conditions going on, but remaining dry. That's the big story. Now, this front is coming through with just a lot of clouds. The precipitation you see on there is going to fall apart, but there's another feature up towards the Dakotas, North Dakota particularly, that's going to cause more of a concern, and that's when we might see the showers for Halloween, and that does include trick-or-treating time too, and that could linger into Saturday, so we'll kind of time that out and show you how much we might get of it later in the broadcast.
All right, thank you, Greg. Well, as the weather turns chilly this time of year, the La Crosse Farmers Market heads indoors. It'll be at the Masonic Center every other Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon. You'll find over 16 vendors. There'll be everything from grass-fed beef to holiday decorations. Organizers say most vendors are local families.
These vendors are all from within 100 miles of La Crosse, and a lot of them are just from La Crosse itself. They're just families, small families that are doing what they love and pursuing their passion, and it is really nice to see, and we're leaning into community.
Admission are free.
Tomorrow is Halloween, and while covering the basics like checking your candy and trick-or-treating in groups are simple ways to stay safe, you also want to be cautious of sexual predators and make sure you're taking the necessary steps to avoid knocking on their doors.
Anytime there is any kind of predator or any kind of offender and there's an opportunity to commit a crime, they're going to take an opportunity, and Halloween could create an opportunity for an offender.
Tonight at 6, I'll explain the rules sex offenders in Wisconsin and Minnesota need to follow on Halloween and the extra safety steps you can take.
Still to come tonight, thousands still without power after Melissa's destruction, how the Caribbean is dealing with the devastation the hurricane brought.
Plus, Trump announces progress in trade with China, how it could benefit soybean farmers.
Tomorrow, starting at 5 a.m., the latest on the fight to keep SNAP going. Plus, we're live at a spooky corn maze, and Art has a look at your Halloween forecast when we see you tomorrow morning.
For 3 big days at Home Furniture, get up to an extra 15% off sale prices. Right now, save $800 on this leather sectional. Plus, get 3-year special financing. And Christmas decor is 50% off during the big 3-day sale. Now at Home Furniture.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. call or visit our website today.
Back again, Jeff? Well, I'm future you. Our doctor figured out why your constipation with belly pain keeps coming back. It's IBS-C, and Linzess could help you get ahead of it.
Linzess is not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Imagine, what could relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn how AbbVie and Ironwood could help you save.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guarantee.
It's the Veterans Day mattress sale at Home Sleep Express. Get up to an extra 15% off sale prices plus 3-year special financing on quality mattress brands including Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep during the Veterans Day mattress sale going on now at Home Sleep Express.
Search and rescue teams continue recovery efforts at the areas hit hardest by Hurricane Melissa.
So far, at least 28 people are dead, and that number is expected to rise. CBS's Jason Allen is in Montego Bay with the latest.
On the muddy streets of Montego Bay, a man takes a rest from cleaning up Hurricane Melissa's destruction. 2 days after the storm made landfall on the island, thousands are still without power and working to figure out next steps.
I just want to get things come back to normal.
Jamaica's prime minister says Melissa's winds tore the roofs off 90% of homes in the town of Black River, calling it ground zero.
On this drive to Montego Bay, the trees keep grabbing our attention. The winds up here on the tops of the mountains just shredded all the leaves off of them. Even some of the palm trees are just a trunk now.
Schools have been destroyed, homes and businesses turned into rubble. Still, the focus for many is on moving forward.
I think the entire Jamaica is really broken because of what has happened, but we remain resilient. We are working to get to those who need as much assistance as possible.
Jamaica's international airports are resuming operations, allowing relief organizations like Global Empowerment Mission to fly in supplies.
Immediate need is always going to be basic living necessities. That's why we have those family boxes. It has food for a week and water. You know, we have 10,000 tarps ordered, and there's probably 50,000 or more roofs that are damaged. Everybody's going to need a generator to be able to survive.
Residents in eastern Cuba are also facing a massive recovery effort. And in Haiti, catastrophic flooding in one town is blamed for at least 20 deaths. This man says he lost 4 children, ages 8, 7, 3, and the youngest just a month old. Jason Allen, CBS News, Montego Bay, Jamaica.
President Trump is wrapping up a trip to Asia where he met with Chinese President Xi Jinping. After their first meeting since 2019, Trump said they reached a trade deal that could be signed soon. Also saying the U.S. is reducing tariffs on Chinese goods by 10% and that China will resume buying American soybeans.
We have a deal. Now every year we'll renegotiate the deal, but I think the deal will go on for a long time.
The president also signaling the U.S. will restart testing nuclear weapons, saying in a social post, quote, "Because of other countries' testing programs, I've instructed the Department of War to start testing our nuclear weapons on an equal basis."
Another update on the investigation into the Louvre heist. Officials say 3 more suspects have been arrested. 2 were already in custody in connection to the heist. On Wednesday, French prosecutors say those 2 suspects admitted their involvement in the heist. Still no word on the jewels stolen. We'll have more news ahead.
But first,
Unfortunately, we do have showers in store for Halloween and Halloween evening. They're light, but the umbrella may be needed. So we'll break that down and then show you what the temperatures are like going forward through the rest of the weekend. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Hi, my name's Levi, and this is Maxwell White Water Conditioning Tip 79. Chlorine in city water can cause dry skin and bad taste or odor. If you notice these issues, call us today at 608-781-8088.
Convenience is a big factor. We're right here in Onalaska.
We're local. You know, we've been here for a long time. We take all insurances. We service and repair many different makes and models of hearing aids. Even if you didn't get your hearing aids with us, we'd be happy to take a look at them.
If your hearing aid is still under warranty, we can do some warranty work for you there.
You know, just walk in. You know, you don't have to have an appointment. I'm happy to help if I can.
Our family is helping your family.
Better Hearing Center, Onalaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination, because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms. We have kitchens. We have bathrooms. We have flooring. We have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar. For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension of sight and sound, a journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. That's the sofa up ahead. Your next stop, the comfort zone.
Fast, free financing available. Don't need financing? Ask about our cash discount.
Come to Wesco and find yourself in the comfort zone and tell them Peyton sent you.
Hi, my name's Levi, and this is Maxwell White Water Conditioning Tip 48. Hard water causes scale buildup, dry skin, and stained laundry. If you see these signs, call us at 608-781-8088.
Yeah, for tonight, too, it's going to remain dry. We'll have cloud cover kind of coming in, and then we might have breaks later on. I'll kind of show that, but all in all, pretty typical temperatures. Low 30s, some areas may get into the upper 20s, but remaining mostly dry. Now for tomorrow, Halloween, we're going to have a lot more clouds, so probably staying in the 40s. That shower, as I'll break it down here, comes more into the afternoon, but there's an opportunity for something a little bit in the morning time frame. But all in all, a little bit below average at this point of the year. Now, as we go into the planning of the actual evening hour, as you see Eau Claire, it's really the same story for Eau Claire and La Crosse, really just a little bit of a temperature difference. But the showers, and we're talking very light showers, enough for an umbrella, but it's not going to be a downpour at any time. We'll continue with temperatures lowering back potentially by 39 or 38 as we get closer to 10 p.m. So kind of damp, a little chilly, but all in all, we're not going to see any type of heavy rainfall or gusty strong winds. And for La Crosse, similar story, just about a degree above of what Eau Claire has, may get down to about 42. So light showers, umbrella needed overall, but not much wind and just kind of chilly conditions at all. So it's not great, but there's been years where it's been far worse too. Now, as we go into Saturday, we still got a few showers going on continually, more clouds. There might be breaks in the afternoon time frame, still about the mid to upper 40s, so a little bit below average and a little bit colder than what we had for Friday. The shower chance will be far less. For tonight, as I mentioned, a lot of cloud cover coming across. That'll be the big story. The precipitation will hold off. It's at Sisseton in the Dakotas, I mentioned earlier. That's going to start getting closer to the Twin Cities as we get towards the morning. You can see a little bit of that activity trying to reach points just to the west of Eau Claire. So west of Eau Claire, Menominee down to Rochester, you might see a little bit of rain or a little bit of a mix too. That kind of swings through Eau Claire, and then we'll see more opportunities come after that swings up into the afternoon. So there is an opportunity to see a little bit of showers in the morning for Eau Claire, but it's really the afternoon when you start seeing more of this light showers begin to pop up as this whole thing begins to rotate just south. The best shot and probably the widest coverage will probably be between about 4 to about 8 p.m. with all this light activity, and this will persist. May mix in a little bit later in evening or overnight hours, but not expecting any accumulation with that. But you see by 8 p.m., pretty much widely scattered light showers, and they begin to shift from north to south with a decreasing trend once we get past midnight. Now, rainfall amounts, this is going to be very light amounts. This is through 4 p.m., just under a tenth, and a lot of it will just be several hundredths. Then as we go through the rest of the night, 10 p.m., we're maybe up to a tenth of an inch at some areas, possibly more, but I think everyone will be far less than that. All the way through Saturday at noon, we could possibly pick up mostly maybe up to about a quarter. The good news going Sunday, we're drying out, and then for next week, it's going to be mild, and that means 60s potentially coming back until we get to the end of next week where we have another system that'll be approaching. So it's not perfect Halloween weather, but as you know, 2 years ago we had snow and it was 30s, so it could be far worse too.
Oh yeah, this is fine.
Yeah, we'll take no snow. Thanks, Greg. Still to come tonight, Dictionary.com's Word of the Year.
What it means and whether it's even a word. Up next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Right now at International Furniture, get store-wide cold weather savings on all the brands you know and trust. Fjords, Durham Bedroom, Norwalk, Hooker, Flex Steel, and Hancock, and more. Hurry in today for the best selection and savings. International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
To everyone who believes in Midwest magic, you'll always find it here at Culver's. Not that kind of magic.
Midwest magic turns fresh, never frozen beef into a juicy butter burger. And transforms farm fresh dairy into the creamiest custard you've ever had. Ta-da! But it's not just what we serve, it's how we serve it.
With a warm welcome and a little extra love.
Love. Love in every bite.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Yeah!
Save big at Hy-Vee, Friday through Sunday. Green seedless grapes, just $1.48 a pound. Hy-Vee chili style or kidney beans, just 48 cents. Pork chops, 88 cents. Hy-Vee cottage cheese, $2.48. 24 packs of water, $1.99. Get great deals on pork shoulder roast, our special recipe brats, marinated chicken breasts, Progresso soup, and more. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Masterforce Industrial Duty Steel Shelving is a storage solution designed to provide unmatched versatility for your workspace. Pick it up for only $222.49 after rebate. Menards offers a great selection of heating products to fit your needs. Dynaglow natural gas and propane infrared heaters are an excellent choice for indoor supplemental heating. Pick up this infrared wall heater for only $168.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Right now at International Furniture, get store-wide cold weather savings on all the brands you know and trust. Fjords, Durham Bedroom, Norwalk, Hooker, Flex Steel, and Hancock, and more. Hurry in today for the best selection and savings. International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Dictionary.com is out with its Word of the Year, 6'7".
Yeah, it's a phrase that's widely used by the Gen Alpha age group. 6'7" has ties to rapper Skrilla's song Doot Doot. Some say it means so-so, or maybe this, maybe that.
Yeah, this has taken off. It's a phenomenon out there. I just had a video pop up of a bunch of teenagers at an In-N-Out waiting for an order to get called, and it was order number 67.
67, just so they could do
lost
this.
their minds.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just learned about it 2 months ago, but I hopped on the bandwagon last weekend with some friends when the temperature was like 67. We're like 6'7". But Greg's so mad because it's not a word.
Yeah.
That it's the word of the year.
Yeah, Dictionary.com reaching a little bit to maybe stay relevant a little bit, to be hip and happening.
No, we're all doing what Gen Alpha's doing now.
That's right.
Okay,
They're the
writing the
trendsetter.
rules. Yep. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
For 3 big days at Home Furniture, get up to an extra 15% off sale prices. Right now, save $800 on this leather sectional. Plus, get 3-year special financing. And Christmas decor is 50% off during the big 3-day sale. Now at Home Furniture.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
We see you out there making your own kind of magic. From the unique gifts you give to the one-of-a-kind ways you celebrate. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help make it happen.
It's Mom!
With great prices on what you need for the season. Right now, during our Toyland sale, save $50 on this zero-turn ride-on toy vehicle. 20% off Ice Cream License Plush. Plus, get a free Toyland semi-truck when you spend $60 on toys.
He's so cute.
Best Christmas ever?
Yeah, definitely.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a Triptan, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Ugh, migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day. So I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sleep deeply, live boldly on a Prana Sleep's ultra-luxurious mattress exclusively at Home Sleep Express. The perfect balance of support and pressure-relieving comfort. Right now, get up to an extra 15% off Prana Sleep mattresses only at Home Sleep Express.
All right, could be dry tonight. Then we have the showers coming in, especially in the afternoon. So trick-or-treating could be 40s, eventually to the upper 30s. Light showers, umbrella needed, not downpour, but you definitely will need something out there probably while you're trick-or-treating or out and about doing whatever.
All right, keep it in mind, everyone.
Yep.
Yep. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5.
And we'll see you right back at 6.